the sweet scent of home. Unless that scent happens to be the unmistakable stench of sewer gas. If you're smelling something funky in your humble abode, don't worry. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to get rid of sewer gas smell and get your home smelling fresh and clean again. But first, what are the tools and materials you'll need to complete this task? For the full list and where to get them, check the description and pinned comment below. Now that you have all your tools and materials ready, let's get rid of that awful smell. Get rid of it! Identify the source of the sewer gas smell. One of the main culprits of sewer gas smell is leaks or cracks in plumbing pipes, vent pipes, or sewer lines. These can allow sewer gas to escape and enter your home. To check for these issues, start by inspecting your pipes and lines. Look for any visible signs of damage, such as cracks or holes. Use a flashlight to get a closer look at any hard-to-reach areas. Another common cause of sewer gas smell is dried-out drain traps. Drain traps are designed to hold a small amount of water, which creates a barrier that prevents sewer gas from coming up through the drain. If a drain trap dries out, it can no longer block the gas, allowing it to enter your home. Lastly, a malfunctioning wax ring around the toilet can also be a source of sewer gas smell. The wax ring is a seal between the toilet bowl and the floor drain. If this seal is broken or damaged, sewer gas can enter your home. To check for this issue, inspect the area around the base of your toilet. Look for any signs of water damage or corrosion. You may also notice a foul odor coming from this area. If you identify any of these issues, it's important to address them as soon as possible to prevent the sewer gas smell from getting worse. Ventilate the affected area. This is important because it will help get rid of the gas that has already entered your home, as well as prevent more gas from entering in the future. The first thing you need to do is open any windows and doors in the affected area. This will allow fresh air to circulate and help dilute the concentration of sewer gas in the air. If the weather is nice outside, consider leaving the windows and doors open for a few hours to really get some fresh air flowing through the space. In addition to opening windows and doors, you may also want to use fans to increase airflow. This can help to move the air around and push the sewer gas out of your home. Place fans strategically in the affected area, such as near windows or doors, to help direct the flow of air. If you have a particularly strong or persistent sewer gas smell in your home, it may be necessary to use more advanced ventilation techniques. For example, you may need to install a ventilation system or use a professional-grade air purifier. However, for most mild cases of sewer gas smell, opening windows and doors and using fans should be sufficient. Pour water down any unused drains. One of the common causes of sewer gas smell in your home is dried-out drain traps. When these traps dry out, they can no longer block the gas, allowing it to enter your home. To prevent this from happening, locate any unused drains in your home. This might include sinks or showers in guest bathrooms or basements that are not frequently used. Remove the drain cover or stopper to expose the drain opening. Slowly pour water down the drain, making sure to pour enough to refill the trap to the top. If you hear a gurgling sound as you pour water down the drain, this could indicate that there is a clog further down the line. If this is the case, you may need to use a plunger or call a plumber to clear the clog before the trap can be refilled. After you've poured water down the drain, replace the drain cover or stopper. Note that this is a preventative measure, and it won't fix any existing leaks or cracks in your pipes or lines. If you suspect that leaks or cracks are the cause of your sewer gas smell, you'll need to address those issues separately. Check for and fix any plumbing issues. Tighten any loose pipe connections that you find. This can be done with a wrench or pliers, depending on the type of connection. Make sure that the connection is secure and not leaking. If you find any cracked or damaged pipes, these will need to be replaced. This is typically a job for a licensed plumber, as it can be complicated and may require cutting into walls or floors. Therefore, contact a plumber to fix the problem. Furthermore, check the wax ring around your toilet. This ring creates a seal between the toilet and the floor drain. If it is worn out or damaged, sewer gas can enter your home. To check the wax ring, turn off the water supply to the toilet. Then, flush the toilet to empty the bowl and remove the toilet from the floor. Replace the wax ring with a new one and reinstall the toilet. Use a plunger to clear any clogs in the drain lines. Fill the affected sink or bathtub with enough water to cover the bottom of the plunger. This will help create a good seal between the plunger and the drain. Place the plunger over the drain, making sure to cover it completely. You will want to use a plunger specifically designed for sinks or tubs, which have a smaller cup than a toilet plunger. Push down on the plunger with firm and steady pressure, then pull up quickly to create suction. Repeat this motion several times until the clog is cleared. You may need to repeat the process several times for tougher clogs. Once the clog is cleared, run water down the drain to make sure that it's flowing properly. If the water still isn't flowing smoothly, you may need to try using a drain snake or call a plumber for further assistance. Don't use chemical drain cleaners to clear a clog. These can be harmful to your plumbing pipes and can create more problems in the long run. Use a sewer gas odor eliminator product. You'll need to purchase a sewer gas odor eliminator product. Then, follow the instructions on the product label. Each product will have different instructions for use, so it's important to read them carefully. In general, you'll need to apply the product directly to the affected area, such as a drain or vent pipe. Wait for the product to work. Sewer gas odor eliminator products work by breaking down the compounds that cause the odor. This process can take several hours or even days, depending on the severity of the odor. Even after using a sewer gas odor eliminator product, continue ventilating the affected area to ensure that the odor doesn't return. Use activated charcoal or baking soda. If you've tried some of the other methods to get rid of the sewer gas smell in your home and you're still experiencing lingering odors, use activated charcoal or baking soda to absorb any remaining odors. Simply place bowls of activated charcoal or baking soda near the affected area. This will help absorb any remaining sewer gas odors. Leave the bowls in place for several days. The length of time needed will depend on the severity of the odor, but generally, a few days should be sufficient. Dispose of the activated charcoal or baking soda properly. Activated charcoal can be disposed of in your regular household trash, but baking soda should be flushed down the toilet or disposed of outside. Install a sewer gas ejector pump. If you're experiencing persistent and recurring sewer gas smell in your home, it may be necessary to install a sewer gas ejector pump. This device is designed to prevent sewer gas from entering your home by forcing it back outside. First, determine the location where you want to install the ejector pump. The pump should be installed near the main sewer line or the septic tank. Make sure to choose a location that is accessible for maintenance and repairs. Turn off the water supply to your home. This will prevent any accidental flooding during the installation process. Install the ejector pump according to the manufacturer's instructions. This will involve attaching the pump to the main sewer line or septic tank, as well as installing any necessary electrical wiring. Connect the ejector pump to a vent pipe. This will allow the sewer gas to be vented outside your home rather than entering it. Test the ejector pump to make sure it is working properly. You can do this by pouring water down a drain and watching to make sure that the pump activates and the water is forced outside through the vent pipe. Turn the water supply back on and test all of your drains to make sure that they are working properly. Then confirm that there is no longer a sewer gas smell in your home. Note that installing a sewer gas ejector pump is a more advanced solution, and it may require the assistance of a licensed plumber. If you're not comfortable with plumbing work or electrical wiring, it's best to leave this job to the professionals. Call a professional plumber. If you're unable to locate the source of the smell, get rid of the sewer gas smell, or uncomfortable making plumbing repairs, it's best to call a licensed plumber to help you. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it and found it useful. If so, please like, share, and comment to let me know what you thought. Your feedback is important to me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.